Yeah. So can I get the 3 lobster tails with a fettuccine alfredo as an appetizer? And then can I get 2 lobster tails and a beef Wellington, please?
We good?
We good?
We
Okay, we
good.
good. We good. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, hello, sir.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
So just a quick insight. Chris and I had a conversation prior to when we were getting ready to start recording tonight of Dr. Swanson, and his cruise ship dinner meal consisted of a plate of fettuccine with 3 lobster tails as an appetizer.
We're really outing him right now.
We are.
Like
It's
completely outing him.
Dr. Swanson. We won't mention where you work, but you are in Placer County, California. And then as a main course, he'll take 3 more plates of fettuccine alfredo with 3
No. It was just the lobster tail.
Oh, just the lobster
Just the
tail.
lobster tail.
Got it.
And a beef Wellington.
And a beef Wellington, medium rare.
Medium rare, of
Okay.
course.
We good?
We good.
We good. Awesome.
That was one of my favorite cruises. I'll say hands down, because I got to go with him on that one. So
That's awesome.
that was many moons ago.
Yep.
So
Prior to responsibilities.
yeah, way more responsibilities now. Well, welcome to the Ultimate Buffet Podcast. My name is Chris,
And my name is Sean.
do I sound good?
I think you sound fine.
I feel a little weird. Not my normal headphones.
No.
So I
think
had to switch them out. These are little different.
they look like the ones that I have.
They are, but they're a little different.
Are you saying they're cheaper?
No, they're cheaper for sure.
Okay.
But I don't know if you can count these from 2010 as a viable. I mean, I guess they still work,
Yeah.
but they just sound different. They
No,
sound
I mean,
different.
I think you sound good.
So, well, today's episode.
It is Wednesday, January 12th.
Yes. And today's episode is smoking meat
The prep, time, and the
experience.
I love it.
Perfect. So let's do that. But before we move forward, let's get to the most important part of the episode.
It is really the most important part of the episode.
I mean, I don't even know why. It should be on its own page.
I agree.
On the timeline. And if you are a Patreon Platinum member, you get to see all the timelines that we do.
Yep. This is
And
true.
you get to see a little bit of the notes of what we go through. I mean, I don't even have the whiskey of the episode filled out because it really doesn't even need to be written here because we have the bottle sitting right here.
Yep.
You want to tell everyone what we got today?
Yeah, so we are doing a blended Scotch whiskey from Trader Joe's.
So I'll be 100% honest.
Okay.
I am not the biggest Scotch person.
Okay.
I would drink this.
Okay. So
it's really good.
I found this about, I'd say 3.5 years ago on a whim. And I was at Trader Joe's and I thought, gosh, that price point just does not seem accurate for a blended Scotch whiskey. Price point $9.99. $9.99 per bottle.
Does not even taste like
it. Doesn't. And I think that's kind of what made me stick with it. It's a really decent bottle for a low price. And I still remember the first time I bought the bottle, a gentleman said, "Hey, if you don't like it, drink half of it and bring it back." And I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
So I found that gentleman the next week and I said, "Hey, that bottle you gave me?" He goes, "Oh, did you have to bring it back?" And I said, "Well, if I brought it back, it'd be empty, and I'm here for another one." It was good.
Yeah,
It was really good.
I agree. I really like it. It's really smooth. I think the blended part is what I like because it's not heavy on the oak.
Yep. I would agree with that.
I have to be in the mood for the oak, I have to say. This is really good, though.
Well, cheers to blended Scotch whiskey from Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. Yeah.
That's good.
It's very good.
I like it.
Very good. Now you're leaving this bottle here, right?
Yes.
No, it won't be here next week.
Nope, probably not.
So let's get right into it. So let's get into the episode of Smoky Meat here. So grill setup being one. So type of grill. Let's just start with that.
Okay.
So
So,
are we gonna? You want to do your favorite type of grill, or what you would like to have?
I'm gonna go with favorite.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with favorite. I am a Traeger fan.
Okay.
I got into it about 3 years ago, and not just the grill itself, the customer service of
Okay.
Traeger as a whole, and
Okay.
I really enjoy a good customer service experience.
Yep.
And I actually had a pretty major issue with my grill when we first bought it, and they sent some replacement parts, and they couldn't figure it out. So one of the local Ace Hardwares here in actually in Sac County um, contacted me and said, "Hey, we were contacted by Traeger, and it looks like your grill's not working. Tell us what's going on." Gave him the backstory, and the gentleman said, "Hey, you know what? Are you going to be home Friday between 12 and 2?" And I said, "Actually, yeah, I
Yeah.
am." They brought a brand new grill,
Wow.
the upgraded version of what I had, no extra charge, and they delivered it and set it up.
Wow.
I mean, just customer experience with Traeger has been phenomenal.
That's awesome. That's legit.
So that's kind of where I'm at with them. So I'd have to go Traeger.
So I was a big. I wouldn't say against Traeger. I like Traeger. I
Yeah.
think it made it simple. But when Traeger came out, I was heavily using my vertical smoker.
And you use the heck out of that thing.
Yes. And so I thought the pellet smoker people were lazy.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. So I'm like, there's not there. So I was kind of against the pellets at the beginning. I would say right now, I would 100% Traeger all the way.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is when I did a lot of my smoking, I like to use the Jack Daniel's bourbon barrels.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get that.
No. You
So
cannot.
I think they make pellets now, but it's not sold everywhere. It'd be like a solely online thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, the simplicity of doing it, but then you can do longer smokes and you can do overnight smokes because you don't have to worry about it as much as I did on the vertical.
Yeah. So we'll kind of dive into that here in a second. But I am the lazy smoker. I mean, I've done so many over.
I don't mean to be disrespectful
No,
on the
not,
laziness.
not at all, not at all.
But-
I take it full force. Yeah, I like the set it and forget it.
Yeah.
I throw a temp. I can control it from my phone.
Which is, me, the gadget guy.
The gadget guy.
That's like my heaven right
Yeah.
there.
It's definitely nice to be able to set it and forget it type of thing.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go Traeger, and so one of the other bullet points is pellets or wood. I've never done anything besides pellet. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the wood thing would be just fine, but it's just not something that
It's just
I've
a lot
done.
more work.
It is.
So it's not so much it's not even that much, but you have to plan a little bit more, right? So you have to soak your chips.
Yeah.
And then depending on what kind of smoker you had. So like mine, I had the chips in the middle, but then there was a dish around it for water. Well, you had to maintain the water in there because that's what kept the moisture in the air.
it's going to
and all that.
evaporate it eventually, right?
And I can't tell you how many times I would look and go, oh shoot, I need to add water, and then try to add water while the chips are going, and then occasionally maybe you didn't look at it quick enough, and you got more of a little bit of burnt taste to it, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So it depends on what you're cooking, that kind of stuff. But I would say the Traeger, just a pellet grill, is money.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would eventually like to do a wood smoker, but
I don't think you would. I don't think with the variety of pellets that you can buy now, the only reason why you would go to wood is to use more different, to use it for different flavors, right? You can get so many different flavors now with the pellets you can get applewood, you can get cherry wood, you
That's
can
true.
get mesquite. When they first started, it was their blend and hickory. That was pretty
That's
much
true.
it. Now they have all these different ones, and then you have small, you have other people making pellets because they see the industry on it. So they're making more of a specialty pellet that you can use that
There's
you
a
used
huge
to.
variety.
Exactly.
You're right.
So there's, I mean, it's completely different than it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Hands down different.
No,
I mean, they changed the game. They legitimately changed the smoking game.
Yeah. No, I would agree with you. The one thing that I will say that is something that you do need to keep your eye on when it comes to the pellet smoker is the cleanliness of the inside of the grill.
Okay. So
Uh,
that's one thing that I didn't really care about with the wood because you wanted that existing flavor in there.
Yeah, so with a pellet smoker, there's a grease trap. There's
Okay.
the particles that burn from the pellets,
Yep.
and those eventually just start to build up. So me personally, every five cooks, I grab a shop vac, the
Clean it
cleaning
out.
supplies, and I do a deep clean.
Okay. You think it's that soon that you need to do that, or is that just
I don't think it's that soon. I mean, because there's times where I'll do some salmon, for instance, and
Yeah.
that's only a 15-20 minute cook.
Yeah.
So it's really not
It's not that
dirtying.
long.
Yeah, it's not making it real messy. I don't know, it's just habit. I
Okay.
got into it when I started, and I told myself, every 5 cooks, I'm cleaning.
Okay. Well, and then talking about that, to the grills too, you have the miniature grill that you've talked about, the travel one.
I do.
Is that one that you would have to clean more often then because it's more of a travel one and it's smaller?
So I've only cooked on that thing since I got it 3 times, maybe 4, and it hasn't been too big of a mess to clean up.
Okay.
The longest cook that I've done is 4 hours, so that's one cook out of the 3 or 4 that I've done.
Okay.
Now, flip side to that, taking a paper towel and the cleaning supply, I mean, you're cleaning that thing in a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So it's not a big project.
Yeah.
I mean, you can literally lift up everything in that little contraption with one hand and clean it with the other.
That's
So
awesome.
it's not that big of a deal.
That's super awesome.
But flip side, yes, I would clean it often.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. So, time of day to smoke meat. Do you have a preferred time?
I do, and it kind of ties with our next topic. I like a longer cook.
Okay.
So
Well, with smoking, that's usually low and slow is the name of the game.
yeah, exactly. So I would definitely do an overnight cook.
Okay.
So I always, okay, what time are we having dinner tomorrow?
Okay.
And I count back my hours.
Okay. Yep. Smart.
So anytime that I do, whether it be a brisket or a pork butt, I mean, I'm aiming for that 15 to 20 hour mark.
Okay.
So whatever time we're having dinner, count back 15, 20 hours.
Nice. Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
See, and I've never done an overnight just because mine was always so labor intensive.
Yeah.
With the vertical and smoker, not labor intensive, more of an eye watching.
I watch.
I didn't want to wake up at 3:00 in the morning to go check on it. Right.
You've done long cooks though.
I've
You
done
used to do a
long-
lot of tri-tip,
Tri-tip was my go-to with the vertical smoker.
which was absolutely unbelievable.
But those weren't even that bad. That was probably like a 5-hour cook. I think most of it that for me was the prepping of it, marinating, and then when I did a lot of the big cooks when we worked together,
Yeah.
was the slicing and all that,
Yep.
and then the sauces and all that. So
Oh, I remember you used to make your own sauces too.
yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, the habanero barbecue sauce.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, so just real quick, when we used to work together, you made jerky all the time.
Yes.
You need to bring back. Do you know what I'm going to say? What
The-
flavor?
Whoa.
There's one that, I mean, you could throw the rest of your recipes out, but this one has to stay.
The curry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need, okay. Yeah. You say it like it's not a big deal. You need to make that again.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've made the curry.
Okay. Well, Get out the Excel spreadsheet and find your recipes.
Well, the recipe's in my head here. I don't need no Excel spreadsheet. No one's getting that recipe.
Okay,
That one's gonna be.
If you guys have ever done a curry jerky, it's unbelievable.
That it's not a thing.
Why?
It's legitimately not a thing. That's why I thought it. I'm like, this is gonna be fantastic, and let me try this. And I actually was experimenting a little bit, probably about a year ago, with it, with my own label and that kind of stuff. But I haven't really done too much. I'd actually sold a little bit of it.
This was the American bags.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
So
this.
I gotta figure out a better way of making it in bigger batches,
Okay.
because the process I have now is really too small of a batch, where it's not profitable as much as a bigger batch would be. Plus, right now, beef jerky, it would be so expensive for the beef.
Yeah, this would be a bad time to.
But I
something
did
like
find,
that.
I think I did find a better place to get my beef from,
Okay.
which I think I may have to go experiment again.
Okay.
So
Is
yeah,
it somewhere local?
It is.
Well, we'll have to do a local.
Yeah, we'll have to do a
Day
local
trip.
show. Well, I'll have to test it out, and then we'll have to do a shout out.
All right.
But I don't know. I don't know if I want everyone to know where my supply comes from.
Well, regardless, I would like a bag of your curry
Yeah.
beef jerky.
I'll work on it.
Okay. Thank you.
Not the next couple weeks though.
Okay.
I'll get on it sometime this year. How about that?
Okay. I'm in.
So I think we should just go into this one right here and go favorite smoked meat. So a countdown. So
No, it'd be a count up because I wrote
Count-
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Count down would be 3, 2, 1.
well, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1.
So it'd be a count down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So ready?
Do we need to change that on the notes section?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
1. Oh, sorry.
Are you gonna say 3, 2, 1, go, and then we say it, or are you gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then we just say it?
I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
And then say it. So then I have to say 3, 2, 1, go, and then my.
And then you're
You know what? Just
cheers
cheers before
to
this.
trying to figure out what we wrote.
Okay. Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Pork.
Brisket.
Okay.
Mm.
Two completely different.
Completely
Animals.
opposites. Oh yeah. So pork. Any particular pork?
Pork butt.
Pork butt.
Shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
I absolutely love pulled pork.
Okay.
I think carnitas is probably one of my favorite. I mean, if we're gonna do a carnitas sandwich, carnitas tacos, I just love that crispiness that pork gets when you throw a little bit of either pork fat or duck fat, or I mean, just even olive oil, and kind of crisp
Good.
up
After
the shredded
smoking
pork
it.
after smoking it.
Okay. See, I've always been a big brisket person just because I love the juiciness and just the flavor of the brisket.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Brisket, and if I wanted to say like beef in general, brisket would be my number one. Then tri-tip would be there. But the problem is a lot of these barbecue places that you go to, like I can't eat tri-tip from a barbecue place.
No.
They make it too dry.
I agree with that.
They don't. Their briskets are moist. Their tri-tips are dry, and that's what drives me nuts. It's like I want a juicy tri-tip, and that's what I liked about doing my own. Is I made sure it was juicy, and it was. I don't know. That's just my thing. Like I love smoked tri-tip, but only if I'm doing it myself.
I think I actually I sent you a picture of. So I've done brisket twice.
Yeah.
And I sent you a couple of pictures, and the brisket sandwich that I made was unbelievable.
Hands down, the best.
Oh my gosh, good.
Brisket to me is that piece of meat that what else do you do with it? You have to smoke it.
Yeah.
And you have to go low and slow, and it's just the flavors that come out of it I don't know. But plus, I'm a big, Texas barbecue guy. So
Well, actually, so speaking of brisket, my favorite portion of the brisket, obviously, you make a good brisket sandwich, burnt ends.
oh yeah, for sure. Well,
Oh
and
my
that's the thing. I
gosh.
think I would say with brisket is the versatility. I mean, I've done burn-ins with a tri-tip though too.
Same.
So I mean, there's there's a lot of options. Just like I think with any smoked meat, there's a lot of options: tacos, sandwiches, even eating it just by itself,
Yep.
right? But the thing I like about brisket is you can eat the sliced brisket. You can make burnt ends with it.
Yep.
You can make burnt end tacos with it, or you can make yeah. There's just variety, and the flavor you get is just so good.
Okay, so I guess as a general statement, your favorite smoked meat would be beef.
Yes.
Okay. So I'd have to stick with pork on this one.
Okay.
So obviously I mentioned the pork shoulder, pork butt, which is pretty much the exact same thing.
Pretty much the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Pork belly.
Yeah. That's true.
I like it skin off, but pork belly burnt ends.
Ooh.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. I sent you a picture of that too.
Yep.
That's probably one of my favorite. It's meat candy.
Yeah.
It is just unbelievable. Brown sugar, honey, butter, barbecue sauce,
Butter.
little hot sauce, extra butter, and then put butter on top of that.
I mean, if you look at the variety of, I think beef and pork have obviously the most variety, right?
Mhm.
You have like pork butt, pork shoulder, you have pork belly, you have a ham that you can smoke, you have ribs that you can do. There's a lot of variety. Same with beef, right?
Yeah.
I feel like beef is more brisket, tri-tip, ribs. That's about it, right? You're not gonna smoke a filet mignon.
No.
You're not gonna
I
smoke.
guess you could, but
You could, but
I wouldn't
yeah.
do that. I'd cast iron it.
Yeah, you're not gonna smoke a ribeye. I mean, you can do all these things, but you usually don't.
Correct.
You usually just eat them as steaks and all that. So pork, I think, is one that you can have
A variety.
a variety of smoking. I don't know. I'm just a beef person. I love the beef.
I do as well. It's I don't know. If I had to pick one, I'd go pork.
Okay, I like it.
One of the other things that I hate to mention, chicken. I have not mastered smoking chicken.
It's tough. It's a difficult meat to smoke, just with like turkey too, because you have to get it to that certain temperature, just like pork does, but there's not any fat to it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a real fine line.
Yeah.
It's you get it up to the temperature you need it to, and if you go over that, it's like a quick
Yeah.
mess up.
You're done.
I've thrown away 3 full birds just because it didn't come out.
Well,
Good at all.
even if grilling like chicken breasts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Like I feel like I cook a very consistent chicken breast, but it's not. I mean, it's not easy. You just got to watch it. It's not a timing thing. It's not. I can't say, oh, this chicken breast is going to cook in 15 minutes, right? It all depends on the size. Where you can do a pork shoulder and say, I'm going to cook it for 15 hours and know it's going to be done. You're not going to do that with a chicken.
Well, that's the thing with chicken. 100% of the time, you have to go by internal temperature.
Yes. And I'm not, and I'll be honest, and I know the thing further down, thermometers, I'm not a big fan of them. I'm a touch guy. I like the feel.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you on that. So we'll jump into it and then come back. So, but to touch on the thermometer, like with a pork butt, pork shoulder, I mean, if you're off 5-10 degrees, if you don't get it to 205, it's not going to shred.
Yeah.
Now there's some people that say, oh, I can get it to 200, 201. Yeah, there's a possibility that it'll shred. I like that 205 number.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, no matter what the time frame is, if it's 205, it's going to shred.
That's good to know. I never thought about it that way. I mean, there's a lot of benefits. Don't get me wrong. I've used thermometers. I prefer a touch, but in that case, there are certain temperatures that the meat goes through, whatever chemical reaction or whatever you want to call it, that will shred, will do stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
I just, especially with pork, I need to know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then there's kind of a fine line. Me personally, with beef, I've got to get it to the medium rare. I can't do rare, so I need to know where I'm at,
where you're
temperature wise.
See, and I usually feel it, and I usually can tell where I'm at.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not an exact science in any way, but it's I try to get as close as I can.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Going down the meats of choice. Obviously, we talked about pork, beef, chicken, fish.
So the only thing I can talk on when it comes to smoking fish is salmon.
Yep, same here.
And it is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I've had so many good smoked salmons. Actually, that's not true. I've had good smoked trout too.
Ooh.
That's really good. And usually, the smoked trout, more as an appetizer. So you have a little bit of the meat, some cream cheese on a cracker.
So the first time I had smoked fish in general, we were at Sacramento Wildlife Refuge, up in Northern California here. And gosh, we were hunting the refuge. It was a Saturday. The guy that we were sitting next to, him and his dog were in the back of their truck, and he had it was one of those old school tin smokers that you plug into a...
Oh gosh, what are they? They something chef. My dad, that's all he used to have.
Just, it's probably 3 feet tall. It's a square...
Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
top
about.
with, I don't know, 3 feet tall, 2 feet wide kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so
they make even smaller versions of it too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-huh. And they're electric. They're legit.
So we were sitting out there and just talking conversation, and he goes, "Hey, are you guys hungry?" No, I mean, yeah, we can eat. Why? What do you got? Well, he opens his little camper up, and he had this, 3 foot tall little cabinet smoker. And he pulled smoked salmon bites out of there. I would say it was the consistency of jerky to an extent.
Okay.
And it was unbelievable.
Oh, gosh. I want to say back in the day, too, there was an Indian on it that...
I think now, Chris, we have to say indigenous people.
Oh, is that what it is?
There
it is.
Little Chef. That's it.
Little Chef.
That's exactly what he had in the back of his truck.
Little Chief.
Oh, Little Chief. There you go.
Is that?
That's it.
Are you allowed to say Chief now?
I don't know. Little indigenous person.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
The Little Washington Football Club.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But that's it.
Little Chief. Yep, those are it. My dad had one.
And I mean, this thing looked horrific.
Oh yeah.
And
they don't handle very well. They're
but he said he had it for ever.
Oh yeah. Well, they if you take care of it, they'll last. But the great thing about them was they were electric, and you had this little pan that you put your chips in that you soaked and literally plugged it in and just sat it on top of the heating unit.
How much are those?
They're not that much.
130 bucks.
Jeez.
161.
That's expensive now. I don't feel like they were that expensive back in the day.
Well, that's per everything else, right?
True.
Currently.
Front load, top load. Oh, they have the top load.
I see.
The top load is cheaper.
So that's probably the top load, I want to say, is like the old school.
Yeah, so you just remove the top and then the whole tray went down versus the front.
Well, but the front load says $98.99.
Yeah, why is...
Oh, you're getting other stuff with it.
Oh, the chips and...
Okay, so it's $100.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It wasn't that bad. But I mean, not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, here's a
Big
look at-
Chief.
there's the Big Chief.
I like it.
That one's definitely bigger. That's probably the one he had.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen this, look up Big Chief smoker.
Here's the one my dad had back in the day. That's the picture that I remember.
Okay.
And it was a top loader. I remember that.
$112 at Walmart.
Yep.
Good old Walmart.
Yep. Wow.
Okay. I like it.
Sweet.
Yeah, so anyway, so salmon.
Yeah.
Just
so
unbelievable.
I've done salmon a couple times on the smoker. Not big deal. I didn't make it more of a candy. I kind of just did a light smoke on it. Just to get a little bit of the flavor.
Yeah, candied salmon is.
Have you ever heard of a smoking gun?
Yeah, so that's more for, well, I guess you could use it for food, but the times that I've seen them used are for cocktails.
For drinks, yeah.
Okay.
So I've used it for salad dressings.
Oh.
Yeah, so make a salad dressing, add a little bit of smoke in it just to get that flavor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So good
Do
stuff.
you have one?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Of course I have one.
of course you
Come
have
on.
one. Gadget.
Exactly.
Christopher Gadget. That should be your last name.
I could have a whole nother episode of kitchen tools easily. Easily.
It's good. All right. Next topic. Prep time. So I think actually this is probably one of the most important when it comes to smoking.
Prepping? Oh,
Prep.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I guess with anything, if you're gonna, put on an experience when it comes to food. So the big thing for me, I put the bullet point here of come to room temperature. I am a firm believer that you need to get that meat to room temperature.
If you don't, it won't come out correctly.
I 100% agree with that. So
Especially for smoking. For grilling, I'm not as big. I'm not very strict about it. I'm fine pulling out chicken from the refrigerator and grilling it.
now chicken, actually, I don't let come to room temperature. I'm weird about chicken.
Well, chicken's
And I overcook my chicken just because I'm,
paranoid.
yeah.
Yeah. See, for like steaks, for me, I have no problem taking a steak and letting it still be slightly cool to
Okay.
grill it. To smoke it, no.
Yep.
I want that. I want it room temperature.
Well, I feel like with smoking, it's you're cooking it at a lower temperature, so it's going to take a lower time frame for it to get down to then come back up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you. And same with sous vide for me. I know we're not talking about sous vide, but I like bringing it to room temperature before.
Yeah. No, I
So-
mean, I mean, throw it in. Yeah, putting it in a water bath, that makes sense.
Exactly.
Okay.
But
Binders.
I personally don't use any binders.
I'm a big mustard fan
Okay.
when it comes to the binder.
Yeah, for me, I like throwing my seasoning straight on and kind of like pushing it in, massaging it in.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, binders I think are great, like especially mustard. If I was going to use a binder, it would be mustard.
Yeah, I've used olive oil once or twice, and it's messy.
It's messy, and olive oil for me, I think would make the meat. I don't know. It just would do something different to the meat. Where mustard is like a flavoring still.
Yeah.
You add like a lot of seasonings have mustard seed in it.
Mm-hmm.
So rather than use mustard seed like dry, why not use just regular mustard? Same thing.
Yeah, and I don't know how many rabbit holes I've gone down with when it comes to smoking meat, but you do not taste the mustard.
No, not at all.
I've had people ask me before, and hey, what is it going to taste like mustard? No,
No,
you don't taste it at all.
no.
It completely burns.
It literally
away.
is just there to bind the seasoning more onto the meat and give some juiciness to the meat.
Correct. Yep.
Seasoning. What's your go-to seasoning?
I've got a cupboard full of seasoning, and I actually prefer salt and pepper.
I think simple. Well, it depends on what you're doing too. For me, I'm a big salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder.
I'm that way when it comes to steaks. Pork, I'll I'll definitely venture out. There's a couple seasonings that I have from Meat Church.
Okay.
They're out of Texas, and their seasonings are phenomenal.
You were a big Flavor God guy.
You
for a
know,
while.
it's funny that you mentioned that. I found a bottle in the back of the cupboard. Obviously, it's expired.
Yeah.
I used Flavor God for the longest time, and I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just never reordered, and they kind of fell off my map.
I'm just wondering if they changed because they grew so fast. Because they grew really quickly.
They did, especially in the nutrition world.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a good seasoning.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did a couple big orders with them, and then that was kind of the end of it.
See, and for me, I like making my own seasonings.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of more of, paprika, even cumin. Like I have just the individual ingredients to make my own seasoning packet.
Do you have a coffee grinder?
I do, but I use it for coffee.
Okay.
I know it's like getting the actual
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a coffee grinder that people.
No, it
would
is.
use.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the cheap coffee grinder that you get, and you basically put in whatever peppercorns,
Yep.
whatever you want in there, and then grind it all off. The one thing I would like to do is the oh God, what is it called? It's the muscle. It's not muscle. It's the stone bowl with the grinder in it.
Molcajete? Is that what it's called?
No, it's. I mean,
Type in Spanish grinder.
Well, that would be maybe that's the Spanish version of it. Let's see here. Spanish. Yeah, this right here.
Molcajete.
Or mortar and pestle. That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Well, that word right there is what I was thinking.
Yeah. So same thing, but this is what I've always wanted to eventually get one day.
I remember growing up having one of those as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you use it a lot, or?
Well, I think I put like random stuff in it as a
Probably,
kid, but
yeah.
I think my parents used it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to make my own seasoning. We should do that. We should do that. Make our own seasoning.
That works. The ultimate buffet seasoning.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
and sell it.
I mean, I guess we could.
Check us out on social media for our new business venture here.
No, but yeah, I would just love to. I'd love to make my own seasoning. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, we should do it.
Just buy a cheap coffee grinder and.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Is the cheap coffee grinder.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm in.
There we go.
We kind of talked about thermometer.
Yep.
Like I said, with pork, I need to know where I'm at.
Yep.
Steak, I can do the feel test like you were talking about, just kind of pressing down in the center.
Yeah.
Chicken, obviously, if you're grilling it or whatnot, you can kind of tell by color.
Yep. Well, and me, it's all feel too.
Okay.
I want that firmness. You don't want any spring.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, you're right.
It has to be firm. So.
Okay. One of the other things that I put here for a bullet point, to spritz or not to spritz.
So, with me doing a lot of beef, I've never really spritzed. I always made sure that my marinades were I didn't really do dry rubbing.
Okay.
It was more of a marinade, a wet marinade that is stuck in.
Okay.
That was always the goal for me.
I like that. So I've got to be in the mood for it, to be honest with you. It's either I'm going to do it or not.
Yeah.
I've done 20-hour pork butts and not spritzed at all.
Can you tell the difference?
Personally, no. The reason I think you don't need to with a pork butt, if you've got a good fat cap that you've scored, I mean, that fat's just going to render down and keep everything moist.
Yeah.
So I would say 80% of the time, do not spritz.
Okay. Nice.
I couldn't tell you why.
When you do spritz, what do you spritz with?
To be honest with you, it's whatever juice we have in the refrigerator.
Okay.
I don't I don't discriminate against juices.
The juices.
We have a lot of there's a Trader Joe's like pineapple, mango, orange that the kids love. Yeah.
That gets used a lot.
Yeah, about 2/3 of that and a third of water mixed in a spray bottle. Good to go.
That works.
Resting period. I firmly believe that the resting period is just as important as the prep time.
Absolutely.
I've done pork butt right off the grill, let it sit on the countertop for 10, 15 minutes and gone to town. And the meat is not ready.
Okay.
It's just it's a different, even if it's 205 internal, there's a different tear with the meat.
Okay.
In regard to pork.
Yeah. I think for me, it's definitely, I agree. You have here cooler or countertop. I'm a countertop. I think honestly, if you put it in the cooler, I know people do it and all that. I think a cooler is insulated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's cold in there, it'll stay cold. If it's hot, it'll stay hot. So obviously with assistance of ice and all that. So I've known people that have cooked like meats and put them in a ice chest with a foil wrapped brick to keep it warm in there and let it finish cooking during transportation.
Well, and that's another thing. That's a good point because there's people that I go back to the pork butt. They'll pull it off at 200 and throw it in a cooler.
Yeah.
Technically, it'll probably still get to 205.
Oh yeah, easily.
I just, like I said, me personally, I like to get to that 205. But I am a cooler person. I'll throw it in the cooler.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Wonder if you're getting higher than 205 then. Well, you have to be.
I would have to be. Yeah.
So you're cooler.
Yep.
Do you like the cooler because you don't have to, it's just straight in, or do you wrap it in anything?
So if I've actually been switching it up with pork butts. Sometimes I'll wrap them halfway through when it gets to that stall portion. Okay. So with a pork butt, the meat will actually stall for 2-3 hours at 160, 165.
Okay.
It won't get higher than that.
Interesting.
So people say, okay, we'll go ahead and wrap it and then throw it back on. Well, when I do a 20-hour cook, I won't wrap it.
Okay.
And it'll stall. It'll be there for 2-3 hours. And then it'll finally break through.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not a big wrap person. Now with a brisket or a bigger piece of beef, I think the foil method is good, or butcher paper.
Butcher paper, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think taking it off depending on when I'm gonna serve, is depending on when I want to do it. If I know I'm gonna take like tri-tips off and serve it right away, then I'll leave it as is. If I know I'm not going to be serving it for a little bit, then I'll wrap it to at least keep some warmth in there.
Okay.
So that's just me.
Good. All right. I think this is the final question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So would you do a smoking meats class?
In a heartbeat.
Hands down, the knowledge that some of these guys have, I would do it without questions. For there's been years now I've been wanting to do masterclass. So that's the online, basically they did videos and it's a whole bunch of different stuff. They have art ones, they have technology, they have leadership. Steph Curry does one on shooting basketballs. There's all different ones, but for two reasons why I want to do masterclass. First one, Gordon Ramsay.
Okay.
I think he explains things really well and he's very entertaining, right?
Correct.
The other one is Aaron Franklin and he does briskets. Barbecue out of Texas, but his briskets are hands down like one of the world-renowned brisket guys.
He's actually gone back and forth. There's him and there's another gentleman that, and correct me if I'm wrong, have gone back and forth year after year for years for the number one barbecue guy in the world.
He his hiring process to get people to become someone like is one of his smokers is actually pretty in depth before he teaches them how to make a brisket the Franklin barbecue way.
I mean, I've seen videos of people that have posted that would line up 5, 6, 8 hours
Yep.
on a daily. We're talking on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
People are getting up at 3 a.m.
He goes through hundreds of briskets a day. Hundreds.
I mean, that would. So when we talked about experience, I think smoking meat and having a good cut of meat is an experience.
Yes.
And that with him, Aaron Franklin, is an experience that I would love to go through.
You can actually get his briskets now shipped to your house.
So, 2 things. 1, I would like to experience that.
Yeah.
2, it wouldn't be the same.
No, it's not. There's no way them shipping from Texas to California is going to be the same. But I would like to try the shipped one time and then the in person. But I want the shipped one first because I know that one's not going to be as good.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's still going to be epic.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's insane. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to make a trip out to Texas then and
yeah.
I mean, try to experience that. I don't
know if I want to wait 8 hours in a line.
I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh God, I don't know.
I would do that, and then I'm sure there's a quote unquote line for signing up for the barbecue class.
Oh yeah.
The one class that I would like to do is from Matt Pittman, Meat Church in Texas. I don't recall what part of Texas I think it's Austin. But he puts on a class. Him and his counterparts, I believe.
It'd be fun.
It'd be an experience for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I agree.
Well, that's it for this episode.
Yeah. So next week we'll have another good episode for you guys.
Yep.
And then make sure to always follow us on our social medias. Instagram, make sure to follow, like all our stuff. And if you want to become a Patreon member, get early access to our episodes, please go to patreon.com/theultimatebuffetpodcast. And then don't forget, we're also on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Audible.
There we go. I'm excited for these next couple episodes.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. We're going to have some fun episodes. I think 2022 is going to be a great year.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. So
it's going to be a good year for the Ultimate Buffet podcast.
Yeah. So, here's cheers to episode 11.
Cheers to episode 11.
Thank you all for listening.
All right. Outro.